Come closer. It's time to have a serious talk. Again, let's talk why you need a budget.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Come on, man.
2 hours later.
Let's talk why you need a budget, aka a spending plan. That's all it is. It's just a spending plan for your money. If you have money coming in and money going out, you need to have a plan for it. So imagine your money is like a garden. Without a plan, it's just a mess of weeds and random plants. But with a budget, you can grow a beautiful garden where every dollar has a purpose and a place. Seriously, guys, budgeting isn't about restriction. It's actually about freedom. Freedom from financial stress and to actually do more of what you love. Now that we got that out of the way,
Let's go.
first things first, you need to know your numbers. Do the math. List all of your sources of income. And this is whether you're using an official budgeting sheet, Excel sheet, my freedom planner, or a pen and a paper. And I'm gonna be honest and just be real with you. Start with the pen and the paper.
What should I list?
List your W-4 income, W-9, 10P, WQ. I'm telling you, just put it all down there. Alimony, child support, side hustles, whatever it is, list it all. Now, there are some variables or some things you may not know, or you may have to guesstimate on if you're an entrepreneur like me, with ebbs and flows. I'm sorry, I had a moment. Do the best you can with jotting down what you typically make each month, or averaging it out if you must. Don't run yet. Well, at least not until you like this video and subscribe to this channel. That way you can come back if your nerves is bad right now. I know you and your attention span. All right, you can subscribe now. I'll wait. So the next thing, so let's keep this moving. The next thing you're going to do is categorize your spending. Break down your expenses into categories like housing, food, utilities, be more specific, electric, cable, entertainment, and savings. I mean, savings is technically not an expense, but if you pay yourself first, it is. It goes in first with your bills, and it's not an afterthought.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Ooh, wait. How did I start with the thing that I always say? We start with first. Create your goals. Create and set your goals first. That's with anything. That's whether I'm teaching saving on your grocery shopping trips or budgeting or managing your money better in some other type of way. You want to always start with that magical number. I mean, it's not magical, but what do you want to save? And do you want to save it by? Okay, those are the detailed parts of it, but you need to start with what are your financial goals? Because I'm sure your financial goals aren't to just pay bills. I mean, that's your financial responsibility. Trust me, you got to do that. But what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve within the next couple of months to a year to 5 years? So you want to write down your long and short-term goals before you start any, and I do mean any of this. So whether you want to pay off debt, go on vacation, or build an emergency fund, write those down. Now, it's up to you to prioritize them. Now, to me, building an emergency fund or something like that is usually priority, but everybody has different things going on in their household. So your situation could be a little bit different. And if you have a really serious financial situation, issues that require more in-depth planning, seek a financial counselor or planner. But if you just need help with your budgeting and money management strategies, I'm the one for the job. Go ahead and schedule an appointment and or go down in the comments below or join our Patreon. Get started some way, somehow, whether you need a motivational group, motivational speech. I'm just kidding. That's not going to do it. A plan or a strategy. Just get started. You're not going to know what to fix until you actually start doing something. Okay, so you came up with your goals. You wrote them down. Did you write them down? Write them down. Now, this part could be a whole nother video. So I'm going to keep it sweet and short, like me, and simple and to the point. You want to allocate all of your income to those expense categories that you wrote down, prioritizing your essentials. You know what essentials are. You got to eat, got to keep that roof over your head, and your financial and your savings and your financial goals. So again, this is something that you kind of have to determine and figure out as you're going along. Another thing you want to do is track your expenses. So I think we talked about basically variable. We talked about fixed expenses, but then there are variable expenses. So your fixed expenses pretty much don't change, and or it takes a lot to make sure they change, like calling the cable company up like, I know you didn't just raise my cable bill, Comcast, without telling me after that special was over. No, but we're talking about fixed, and then we're talking about variables. Variables look more like what I teach: how to save in your groceries, gas. These things change and vary, but a lot of times they're pretty much the same month to month if you're traveling or eating the same way. But for some of us, we just not paying attention. It's all over the place. I'm not judging you. I just know. I've been there. Your variables actually seem like the most out of control because they're all over the place, but they're the ones you have the most control over. Because you cannot call up your mortgage company today or your landlord and say, can you change my rent? It's not that easy. So you can plan for your shopping trips to see how you can save and still get the same amount of groceries you need and see what you don't need. But you can do things like monitor when you're driving versus walking versus carpooling versus using the same car instead of all being in the same household and going in different cars. There's so many things you can monitor when it comes to your variables. And I just named a few variables. Some of you have pets. Some of you love to eat out and to shop. And listen, there is nothing wrong with that. We talk about the different budgeting methods like the 50-30-20 method, the pay yourself first, the zero-based budget. You have to find a budget that fits not only your personality, but your lifestyle. And if you're married or you're a couple, your whole household and family's lifestyle. So it's like once you pick that out, stick to it, review it, and then make adjustments as you go. Now, the only way to actually see if this is really working and where you can adjust things is to start your budget before the month begins. Or at least by the month. The month is here. Make sure you have a budget in place. That way you can monitor and see, you can track your spending, because your variable expenses, again, the shopping, honey, you know, that those things that are out of control that you can get in control, those are the things you want to monitor. And when I say monitor, I don't mean after the fact. They should be in your plan. So if you know you want clothing, it should be one of those categories. If you know you want to shop, it should be in those categories. If you know you can't stay off of Amazon, make Amazon a category. It's in your wants. You have your needs, you have your wants. Of course, our needs are first. And then you have your savings. I would say savings, needs, wants. I'm of the pay yourself first belief, but with a twist, because I believe you should pay your bills, your essential bills, the things you have to pay first. Some people feel like pay yourself is just your savings goals come first and your bills, you know, even can be late and things like that. And I used to subscribe to that, but I'm kind of the belief factor that your savings goals should be the first thing you write down, and they should be first and foremost in your mind. But whatever you have to pay to keep a roof over your head, kind of pay those and then see what you have left. Now, if you don't have anything left, you usually need to bring more in. Oh God, Heavenly Father, am I there? Yes, that's where I'm at. Or you need to figure out a way to cut back, cut down, or cut out some expenses. I know I repeat myself and I say these things all the time, but they're necessary. And I speak to you from a place of financial brokenness and healing. And I've been in this part of the journey, and now I'm here. I'm on the healing part. And so I want you guys to be able to feel financial wellness and be financially free. And freedom looks different for us all. But can you imagine just laying out on the beach and coming back from that vacation and not worrying about money or how you're going to have to work more hours to pay for that vacation? Can you imagine having the freedom to retire early or send your kids to college for free, even though a lot of people aren't even doing that anymore? Can you imagine having a down payment for your child's first home and or having real estate and other financial wealth assets to pass down to them? Can you imagine? Close your eyes, do it right now. This time, you don't have to stop the video. It doesn't require you to write. Too long? All right, now I want you to open your eyes and make those dreams come true. Make those dreams a reality. They're not even far-fetched dreams. It really just takes a plan. It takes time, patience, dedication, commitment, tolerance, because honey, these things just be getting on my nerves. Discipline and a plan. And I know those sound like a lot of things, but most of those things you have. Most of you get up, go to work every day, you do the things you need to do, but you neglect the things that you really need to single out for yourself. Why is that? I don't know, that's for a whole nother video. But anyway, guys, thank you for being a part of today's wellness chat, group therapy session.
Yeah.
There are tons of apps and different things that you can use to help you with your budgeting. I even have the Financial Freedom for Successful Budgeting, which has almost everything I talked about and more to help you not only set your goals, but to track them, to monitor them, to plan them out in detail. Not just say like, I want to save $500, or I want to purchase a home, or I need to buy another car, but I don't have a down payment. It's actually showing you how you're going to do it and by what date. I think I did one on my old channel, but I do want to do another thorough breakdown of like what a budget looks like. And I have a few clips and a few like shorts on here. We're going to do a fully fleshed out video, but for right now, stay with it, stay committed, and that's what I have for you. Let me know if this video was helpful. Drop down in the comments section. Thank you, first of all. Wait a minute. Thank you for all my new subscribers. This is a new channel and we are growing. I said we because you're a part of the Savings family. We are growing quickly, and once you subscribe to this channel, you become a part of the family. You'll see me in the comments telling people I adopted them. We adopt you without your permission. Once you say I subscribe, hey, what's going on, what's up, you're like family, okay? And so thank you guys for not only just subscribing, but for those of you, I know some of you are busy and are here and there, but for those of you who take the time to comment and share the video, it really helps me grow this community, and I'll be able to push out more content. So stay with it, stay committed. I will see you in the next video. Peace.